Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, my yard sale. I'm David. Thanks for stopping in. Today I want to talk a little bit about my health and just some updates and maybe some thoughts. It's hard to it's hard for me to tell exactly where this call will go because I'm just kind of following through a little bit of an agenda, but not really an agenda. So first of all, last week, well, probably 10 days ago, I changed my diet for the worse. I gave myself the opportunity to eat lots of carbs and sugar, and yes, I really enjoyed it, and it was delicious, and I had a good time with that. But as things progressed, my neuropathy got worse, and my health just slowly declined. So in the last 2 days, 3 days, I've actually done a little bit longer of a fast, trying to straighten out my neuropathy and just get my physical difficulties back on track. And so the fast that I did was definitely more than 24 hours, less than 48 hours, somewhere in between. I forgot to mark the time when I started and the time when I stopped, but it was in between 24 and 36 hours. And I do feel like things got a tiny little bit better, but I don't feel like autophagy kicked in and started resetting my body. I don't feel any of that. I haven't ever actually really felt that before. I've always felt maybe a little bit better, and this time I did feel a little tiny bit better. Like I can feel like the neuropathy a little bit less. I feel like I have a little bit more physical strength, and things seem to be getting a little bit back on track, back on schedule. That that seems like a positive thing from the fast. But I will say that I hate fasting. I hate not eating, and I don't have to eat a lot. I don't have to eat cookies. I don't have to eat carbs. I don't have to eat sugar. I just hate not eating at all. I really hate it. When I started eating again, I was pretty happy. So I think I have to take a break on eating my pea protein shakes because it feels like the shakes are not doing me justice. They're not doing me positive things. Like it's not helping me. Like when I eat a shake now, and I'm not eating it with too much protein, I'm not putting too much stuff into it. I put a little allulose in it, sometimes a little bit of either I'll put cinnamon powder or chocolate powder into it, a little bit of milk powder, very little. Um, but I feel like it spikes my insulin or makes me less healthy. I'm not totally sure. So I'm trying not eating as many shakes, and then I'm gonna try eating no shakes for I don't know 5 or 10 days and see how that goes. Which means obviously I'm gonna be eating more meat, and meat for me will be focused on deli meat, turkey, and probably hot dogs. Hopefully, I'll try to eat less hot dogs, more deli meat, because there's less garbage in the deli meat for sure. So I'm definitely trying to slow down on the shakes because I feel like the shakes are not are not like actually benefiting me. I feel like when I eat a shake now or drink a shake, I actually feel like either my insulin or my sugar is spiking. I don't know what it exactly is, but I feel like it is. And then it takes me a couple of hours to either work it off or sleep it off. It's hard to tell. So today is a really nice day. I don't know if you can see outside here, but today is a nice day today. It's it's like I don't know 70, 80 degrees during the day. I'm happy about that because I like those 70 and 80-degree days. What I hate is it's 50 degrees at night. So I have to shut the windows at night. Otherwise, I'm freezing my ass off. I know some of you guys really enjoy that cooler weather, but that's not me. I enjoy the heat. I like the sunshine. I'd prefer to be in the heat and just leave the windows open. I like it when it's really hot out and that 2 o'clock time gets around where the um, the heat breaks and it cools off just a little bit. And I actually like that time of year, that time of day, time of night. So yeah, the heat has been crazy hot in New York. I'm sure it has been everywhere. It's summertime, but it was crazy hot in New York for the better part of, I don't know, 5 or 10 days. And now it's starting to cool off again, and I feel like now we're headed towards fall. I feel like that's going to happen quick because as soon as it starts getting to 50 degrees, I mean, I feel like summer's over for me. At least it is. So this year has been interesting. I think a positive thing is I had no spring or summer allergies again this year, which, I mean, who knows what that exactly could be. It could be because I'm inside all the time. I don't know. I mean, I have windows open. I've always sat in this spot for the better part of 20 years, and I always have spring or fall allergies. And this year I had no allergies again, which I'm pretty happy about that. I'm wondering if that's not the just metabolic issues that I've had. I wonder if that was causing my allergies. The next test for me will be getting around a cat because I was horribly allergic to cats, and I'll be curious to see what being around a cat would do to me now. Wonder if I can handle it. So I've been very focused on getting my steps every day, just generally walking. I've been focused on 1,500 steps a day, which at one point for me was impossible. It just couldn't happen. Now I'm actually up to 1,500 steps, and I'm actually trying to work in a little bit more than that. I'm trying to work closer to 2,500. But what I'm finding is that the short steps, like when I go from here to the bathroom or go from here to the kitchen, go here from here to the other end of my house several times a day, that all it adds up to my 1,500 steps. But I feel like I need to find a way to walk a longer distance, like walking outside, walking down my driveway, walking, I don't know, walking out the back of my house somehow. But I need to do it safely so I don't end up falling down and hurt myself and end up laying at the end of my driveway and not being able to get up, which has happened before actually to me. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to not necessarily just walk 1,500 steps because I'll do that, but I'm trying to figure out how to walk longer distances. And what I'm trying to do now is actually do circles around in my house. And that adds up to my steps and hopefully will give me a little bit more endurance and give me a little bit more confidence and not falling down at the end of, 1,000 steps or whatever. But I'm definitely hitting my 1,500 steps a day, every day. I'm happy about that. So I am starting to gain some weight. I mentioned that last week. I'm up probably about, I don't know, 5 or 8 pounds. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm starting to get some strength in my arms and get some strength in my hands. Like I can wrestle the lids off of things. The problem is, for me, it's somehow in the actual muscle and tendons, like the actual exercise of twisting, twisting the lid off. Like my hand just doesn't like want to do that twist action. So I'm trying to strengthen my hands and strengthen my wrists and trying to get the flexibility back in my hands and wrists by stretching and just doing exercises. We'll see how that goes. So yes, I am definitely getting some strength back. Starting to gain a little bit of weight back. I'm just having problems with that whole twisting thing. Like trying to get the twist up, trying to twist the lid off of this thing can be kind of difficult. Not impossible. It's not the actual problem of the strength I need to twist the lid off. It's the actual cycle of twisting the lid off. Same thing I had when I was trying to change the water filter in my refrigerator. I couldn't twist the lid off because, like, I don't know, it's like trying to twist. It doesn't work right. Like it gets caught along the way or something. It just doesn't work right. I don't totally understand it, but I'm trying to work on that. So now I'm actually to the point in my house where I'm closing my windows at night because during the day when it heats up, I keep the inside of the house cool. And then at night when it's 50 degrees and I think that's cold, then it keeps the inside of my house a little bit warmer. So this is a weird time of year where I'm leaving the windows closed, not enjoying the fresh air because I'm trying to moderate the temperatures inside my house a little bit better. And I'm going to be honest, I hate that. I would rather be outside in the sunshine, inside in the air conditioning and the cooler air with the windows either open or completely closed and me going from inside to outside. I hate having to jockey around opening and closing the windows based on whatever the temperature is. I mean, it was 90 degrees in New York. It was 91 degrees here, which is extremely hot. So hot I could have actually pushed the air conditioner back into the window and turned the air conditioner on. But I didn't. I just bared through it and it was fine. Because usually about, I don't know, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, excuse me, the temperature drops and I'm able to bear with it. I can deal with it. But pretty soon here, actually last night it was 58 degrees. And I think it's going to be in the 50s at night going forward. And then pretty soon it's going to be so cold I'll be closing the windows completely again and turning the heat on inside, which I hate that time of year. It kind of sucks. So I did post a post on my experience with my wireless, my cell phone carrier, and the data speeds that were associated with it, and I wanted to just update you guys on what those data speeds were because I think that I got downloads and uploads mixed up. So the downloads are between 5 and 10 megabits, and the uploads are between 1 and 5 megabits. And for the most part, the downloads are pretty consistent, and the uploads are not totally consistent. So switching from FiOS for me is not really possible at this point because the uploads are so slow. Hopefully they'll make some changes and things will get better. Who knows? I mean, I have hopes for it. But I just wanted to make a note that the uploads and the downloads that I was talking about, I got uploads and downloads kind of mixed up, I think, in my last post. The downloads are fine. Like 5 megabit downloads is fine. Because, I mean, I'm watching one video at a time on YouTube or whatever. And 5 megabits is fine. But the uploads in between 1 to 5 can be pretty slow, and it can take a 2 gig or 10 gig video days to upload depending on the speeds. So we'll see how that goes. I'll update my my speed tests maybe weekly. I'll add that to this weekly post just to let everybody know. I had a weird thing the other night. There was some kind of loud, huge explosion noise in the distance the other night, and then the power went off and the internet went down, which is kind of normal to happen where I live, because where I live kind of sucks like that. But as soon as it all turned on and came back on, all of a sudden the upload and download speeds were, I'm not going to say incredibly better, but greatly better than they were, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. So we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to try uploading some videos going forward over my Wi-Fi connection, my hotspot connection, see how that goes. Any questions on that? Do me a favor, leave it below. I'd be more than happy to answer. Any questions you have on this post, do me a favor and leave that below. I'd be more than happy to answer. I hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you have a great week coming up. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye bye.